Hello everyone, my name is Miranda and today I'm here to discuss all the books, TV shows, and movies that are coming out in 2018 that I am absolutely so excited for. Let's start off with movies. So the first movie that I had on this list was New Mutants, which is the X-Men movie that looked fantastic, but it got moved to next freaking year like some doofus, so I'm super sad about that. But thankfully there are other movies and other superhero movies in particular. So the first movie I'm super excited for is Dark Phoenix. I love Sophie Turner, so she's like, I would say 90% of the reason I'm super excited for this movie, but I also really love the Dark Phoenix storyline, and I think it really, they really messed up in the third X-Men movie, so it's great to see if hopefully it gets its just due in this one, and we get to see another strong, kick-ass female character, which is going to be awesome. And Jessica Chastain is playing the villain, and I love Jessica Chastain, so it's like Sophie and Jessica in one movie. I'm super excited. Another superhero movie I'm super looking forward to is Black Panther, which I've just been looking forward to this movie basically ever since Black Panther was seen in Civil War. I think it's such a fascinating storyline, and it's also great that we're getting a superhero who is a superhero of color. I feel like it's been long overdue, and it's just great that we're going to see a new culture explored and presented on the big screen and in the superhero. And I mean, dude, like, Black Panther was badass in Civil War, so I cannot wait to see him and also all the ladies he has that are badass, because like all the movie posters and everything just look so amazing, and I think it's going to be so great to not only have that movie, but then just like one that's just focused on being itself, not worried about how it ties into the rest of the Marvel Universe, not trying to fight everyone. I'm really looking forward to that. The last superhero movie I have for 2018 is one that we haven't heard a lot about, and that is Venom. There's very little heard about this. Like, I was surprised it was coming out this year when I looked it up. Rumors that Tom Holland's gonna be in it, I don't believe that, but even if he's like, if he is, that's an added bonus, but if he's not, I'm gonna be okay with it because I'm just super excited. This is supposed to be kind of like another Logan, like a gritty, R-rated, tough, scary, suspenseful superhero movie, and those I feel like are very not, you don't see them every day, so that's why I really liked Logan, and I'm excited that Venom, because Venom is just creepy in his own right, so I'm excited that we might get a Venom version of that. And speaking of non-superhero movies I have, well, this is kind of a superhero movie, but it's just not Marvel or DC, and that is going to be The Incredibles 2. I am super excited for the sequel, as I'm sure many of you are. It just looks so cute, so amazing, and it's been so long since The Incredibles has been out, but I'm super excited to see what's going to go on with the family and everything, and it's just, I love Pixar movies and I love Incredibles, so it has been long overdue, the sequel, and I'm very excited it's coming out this summer. Then again, speaking of superheroes that aren't really superheroes, I'm also looking forward to the Lara Croft movie. I have reactions to both trailers that have come out if you'd like to check those out, but I just think this looks so good. I was so excited when they announced Alicia Vikander, I don't know how you say her name, as Lara Croft, and she's just so good, guys. Like, the second trailer, I have to say, really has my high hopes up for it, because I just think it looks so awesome, so action-packed, and I'm a survivor. I'm also super excited for Ocean's 8, which is, if you know, I'm sure you've all heard about it, an all-female version of Ocean's 11, and it just looks so great. It has so many female actresses that I absolutely love, and I'm just super excited to see kind of an all-female cast as opposed to an all-male cast. I think it's long overdue, and it's literally like my dream movie. Last movie I'm looking forward to is A Wrinkle in Time. This movie just looks so adorable, but then also amazing. Like, the way it looks on screen is just so great, and the trailer absolutely blew me away, so I'm super excited to see this movie come to life. And I'm reading the book right now, actually. I really love it, so I'm excited to see how it's going to be presented on the big screen, because I love the director, I love a lot of the people that are acting in the movie, and I think it's going to be really great. So moving on to TV shows, the first TV show I have, because of course we can't escape the superhero theme just because we're in TV shows, is Jessica Jones Season 2. I absolutely love Jessica Jones Season 1. I think it is my favorite out of all, no, it definitely is not think, it is my favorite out of all the Netflix Marvel things that have come out now, and I've been waiting for Season 2 for over 2.5 years now. It's been 2015 was when the last one came out, and it is just time. I need more Jessica Jones in my life, and I'm so excited for it to come out. Another superhero TV show I'm looking forward to is season 2 of Legion. This one I didn't love as much as Jessica Jones, but it's just very visually stunning to watch, so I'm very excited to see how they're going to play with that again in season 2. And I think it's definitely something, it's again not one of my favorites, but I am excited to see where they're going to go with it because it's always entertaining. And then the third and final superhero TV show I'm looking forward to is one that comes out this summer, and it is Cloak and Dagger, which talks about obviously Cloak and Dagger, no surprise there, but kind of their origin stories as they first come into their powers. I've only read them in the Runaway comic books when they were obviously older, but I'm just super excited to see kind of what a freeform show for a Marvel superhero is going to look like. I think it's really cool if it's like the Runaways, because I absolutely loved the Runaways on Hulu last year, and I'm just excited. I feel like it could feel kind of maybe like a Shadowhunters vibe because they do very well with the action of Shadowhunters, so I'm excited to see how Cloak and Dagger will come about. Season 2 of A Series of Unfortunate Events is also coming out this year, and I'm super, super excited. I love season 1 of A Series of Unfortunate Events. I thought it was a great adaptation and very faithful, and I just loved everything about it, so I'm super excited to get to see these new books because these are ones that now we're getting into ones that weren't in the movie, so it's like ones that this is the first time they've ever been adapted, so I'm super, super excited to see what that's going to be like. And lastly, I'm also looking to a show that some of you may have watched it if you live in the good old England because it is already out there. It's called CB Strike. It's based on J.K. Rowling's series about, I don't know how to say his name, but the Cuckoo's Calling, the detective guy. And I've seen a couple things on it of Tumblr, not realizing what it was, and it just looks so cute and so great. So I'm really, really excited to see it on our side of the pond and see how it is because I do love those books and I'm excited to see the characters and the shipping as Tumblr has promised me. So, yeah. Finally, for books, I'm looking forward to Catwoman by Sarah J. Maas. This is the third book in the DC Icon saga, I think is what they call it. So it had Wonder Woman, Batman, and now it's Catwoman. Catwoman, it's just, this book is like a trifecta of amazing things. It's Catwoman, it's Sarah J. Maas writing it, the cover's beautiful. I'm just so super excited for it, and I really, really hope it's as good as Wonder Woman was. I'm also excited for The Emerald Sea by Rochelle Mead. This is the third and final book in her Glittering Court series, and it's going to be about Tasman and her whole thing that happened with her. The cover, as all the other ones are, is absolutely gorgeous, so I'm super, super excited to see how this all wraps up and how all our girls get their happily ever after. Next, I'm looking forward to My Plain Jane, which is by, let me see if I get all their names right, I should have written it down. Jody Meadows, Cynthia Han, and Brody Ashton. This is the sequel of sorts to My Lady Jane, and this is going to be about Jane Eyre and retelling it. All about Jane Eyre, but then also about Charlotte Bronte, so that's going to be pretty cool in my opinion. I'm super excited to read it and just to dive back in this fantastical world of fixing history for better ways. But there's always this one book I'm excited about that, like, it's not flying under the radar, but it's not by a huge author. It's not a sequel to a huge series or the beginning to, again, a huge author or anything like that. Last year for me it was Caravel by Stephanie Garber, and this year for me it is Contagion by Erin Bowman. I think this book sounds amazing. It's kind of about getting trapped in space with this thing that's picking the crew off one by one, and the book is from 2 points of views of people who are left and getting through that, so I'm really, really excited to read it. I just think it sounds so creepy and twisted, and it's my first Erin Bowman book I'm gonna read, so yay! And lastly, the book I will have to wait till September to read is Renegades 2, which doesn't have a title yet and is by Marissa Meyer. It's the sequel to Renegades, which came out last year. I just read it recently though. I read it around the holiday, and it was so good, guys. It blew away all my expectations. Like, I honestly don't know why, but like every time I read a Marissa Meyer book, like it's not like I'm not looking forward to it, but it's not like I'm like, yeah, like let's read this right away. And then like when I read it, I love it. So like I think I've wisened up now. It's 2018. I gotta read these Marissa Meyer books as soon as they come out because they're fabulous. If you have read, seen, or are planning on seeing or reading any of the things I have mentioned, please feel free to leave them down below, or leave your, well, and leave, do it both, and leave the things you're most excited for, the books, TV shows, and movies you're most excited for 2018. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. 2018, perfect time to do it. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!